Take a look at this. It's from the Wall Street Journal. America's new financial middle, not in crisis, not thriving either. John Lonski is taking a look at this for us. Do you think that's an accurate representation of America's middle class?
I think it is. And I think the problem with the middle class nowadays is this sense of a lack of upward mobility that you had in the past. That they could work hard but not necessarily get anywhere. That they go ahead and they get a promotion, but with that promotion, the raise is quite small. They feel trapped.
There's a lot of frustration there. I mean, that could come out in politics.
It does.
A middle class that's frustrated with its situation tends to vote against the party in power.
Against the party in power, and they tend to vote against the mainstream. And this is why you see extremism perhaps rising on both the left and the right.
Okay. I've got another statistics on a similar vein. To me, this is really shocking. Look at teen summer jobs. Mm-hmm. They're on a downward spiral. 2 years ago, a little over 1 million teens held summer jobs. This year is about 790,000. That's it. Why is this extraordinarily sharp decline? Why?
Well, you know, one of the reasons is that despite the fact we're getting strong numbers on corporate profitability, the income of proprietors, small business owners, year over year has gone down from nearly 5% a year ago. It's under 2% today. Small businesses tend to hire these teenagers, not doing that well. I'll add something else, and that would be that right now, the unemployment rate for recent college grads, 5.6%. That's well above the accompanying unemployment rate of 4.3%. It used to be the opposite was true. Yeah. Prior to COVID, the unemployment rate for college grads, recent college grads, was well under the overall unemployment rate. So what's happening is a lot of these guys from the class of 2024, class of 2025, they're still working these jobs that otherwise may have gone to teenagers. The guys at the grocery store that's moving the carts around, that type of thing. So it's a problem, and they're waiting for a breakthrough.
When you were a youngster, you worked in the retail business?
Yeah, retail business, and that's where I learned about the importance of excess inventories. If the inventories are popping up in the stock room, you knew that price cuts are going to come quickly. And let's not forget about that. Once the American consumer has had it with higher prices, they cut back on spending. Those unwanted inventories build up, and the businesses have no choice but to cut prices.
Here's another one, and I honestly don't understand this. Just listen. A large number of men have simply dropped out of the workforce. Of all men aged 25 to 54, 1 in 3 are not looking for work. What is going on?
That's it. You know, work gives meaning to life. You know, it dignifies life in some way, and they're not willing to work. And I hope they're married to somebody who's making good money that can support them. But this is a big break from the past, and it's just not good. It's not good for if they have children. Their sons and daughters see that daddy's not working. It diminishes the stature of their father.
Is there something wrong with men?
You know, it could be too many video games, too much social media, too much remote work. Remote work, I think, holds back jobs creation. People don't have the chance to interact, and they don't have a chance to prove to the boss they're really good and they deserve a promotion. If they don't get the promotion, they're going someplace else.
Time out. Lauren, is there something wrong with men? You knew that was coming.
Nothing at all. I think there's something wrong with society. Technology is changing it so fast that especially young people are sitting there saying, what do I study? How does this relate to a job? AI is taking my job. I think they're confused and they don't know what to do.
You want to get in there?
Well, I wonder if like the gig economy jobs are factored into that, right?
Yeah.
If you're driving for Uber and you're making a good living, but you're not necessarily W-2, I wonder if that could be part of why that number's so high.
I think we should bring this out on Friday Feedback. I think we should have messages to that effect.
When I was dating in my 20s, every guy I dated couldn't get serious until they had $1 million at 30. That's gone. That dream, I think, has disappeared from our society. A millionaire by 30.
Well, you still want out with them anyway, see?
Moving on, the Democrats.